Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to Monday Night Live. We are so excited for tonight. You guys know what I'm about to say, but go ahead, pick up your phones. I'm getting mine. We're all going to do it. And you're going to text at least one person who you know should be on this call and they're not on this call. And you're going to say, hey, join us on our team call. I know who I'm texting. Join our team call, meeting ID 316-827-2014. Y'all, that's my husband's birthday. That's my birthday. And that's the year we were married. Oh my gosh, we're the cutest things ever, aren't we? We know it. Anyway, but go ahead, send those text messages. Let's get a few more people on here. I know it is a busy time of year. It seems like it's always a busy time of year, but can we all just agree that these calls, the last few weeks, they have been incredible. So if you have missed some, go back and watch those calls. And yes, we're getting some more people on. They're coming in from the waiting room. But go ahead, if you want to send a few more messages, get a few more people on here. Guys, who's excited about some Lululemon? Yes. Anybody who currently owns Lululemon and can testify about how amazing it is? I know Helen's got some Lululemon. She can tell us in there how just incredible it is. Who got their cowboy boots? Or did you get cowboy boots? You could get other kinds too. Okay, put in the chat what color boots you got. I want to know, and let me know if you're going to be wearing them in Nashville. Are you registered for convention? I'm getting so super excited. It's feeling closer and closer, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to see all of you live and in person, hug your faces, and just have wonderful, wonderful time with you guys in Nashville of all places. I'm excited, in case y'all can't tell. Super excited about tonight's call. You guys, there are only a few in the company, and this is her first time on a call with us since this promotion. So I'm gonna make a big deal, okay? There are only a few of these in the company. Helen McFadden is a double diamond ambassador. Okay. If that is not on your vision board yet, it needs to be. I want everybody to do something. I was thinking about this right before this call as I was rushing around, and I'm not kidding. I want you to do this. I want you to close your eyes. You're like, Amber, this is silly. We're on a call. We're supposed to look at each other. Close your eyes. And I want you to picture yourself as a double diamond brand ambassador for Plexus. You're thinking right now, Amber, this is silly because I'm not blank yet. I'm not emerald yet. I'm not sapphire yet. I'm not diamond yet, whatever it is, or I'm not holding rank. That's stuck in your head. But I want all of us to start seeing a much bigger picture. You can open your eyes to start seeing a much bigger picture. And I don't want us to stop dreaming. I want us to see that. Don't stop at emerald, y'all. There's sapphire, there's diamond, there's re-enrollment, there's doing the thing all over again. And being in that group of double diamond ambassadors. So Helen, I am honored that you've taken the time to be with us tonight. So excited to see your face. We are going to hand this over to double diamond ambassador Helen McFadden.
I didn't realize I was muted. I'm sorry. Thank you, Amber. I love being with you and your team. Thanks everybody for hopping on. And, I always just think whenever I speak on these, type of Zooms, I probably am not going to say anything tonight that you all already haven't heard. But I always just pray that maybe there's just one little nugget that hits you, maybe where you're at right now in your life, and that resonates with you. We've all heard when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so especially if you've been in Plexus for a while and, we can get a little jaded, we can kind of just feel like, oh yeah, I've heard that. But every time there's a message, my hope and prayer is that you listen to anybody who is where you want to be and realize there could be something of value that's applicable to you. And it's just really all about making a decision in this business and deciding that it's time. And so maybe it's not, maybe you're in a season right now and you're just here for a little inspiration. I have no idea, but all I know is that Plexus is an incredible opportunity. There's a place for everybody in this business. And so if you are ready and you're hungry and you're really wanting that next level, just know that there's never been a better time. And again, my hope and prayer is that you get something from this Zoom tonight, and something maybe I could say that will just touch you in some way. Because I really do believe that anybody can do this business. Sonia Dudley, Michelle Thomas, and we do a live every Monday night. We just got off of the live. I jumped right on here, and we talked a little bit tonight about the journey and how I feel like any rank up, any bit of success, earning your boots, all of it's so great, right? It's always fun to win, rank up, get the cash, change lives, all the things, allow our dreams to come true, where we are a little closer to that time freedom, whatever we're really looking for. But I love me a good journey of someone who has been in a valley, really got dug into learning network marketing, personal growth and development, and then maybe made that decision 5 years in and got the next rank. That shows me that that particular ambassador had perspective of what network marketing is, wasn't expecting fast success. I always tell my ambassadors, I don't know when it's going to happen for you. I just can tell you that when you make a decision and you work on yourself and you do your IPAs and you have a small win, some little bit of success that you work toward every single day, day in, day out, day in, day out, you will get your win, your big win, whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you. But you have to trust the process, and you have to believe that it's possible for you. You can learn every script in this business. You can learn every type of IPA. You can work your sheets. You can be a robot in this business, really, if you're just messaging people and all that. But if you don't have that passion and that belief and that line drawn in the sand, your blinders on every single day, this business will get to you. It's hard. People will disappoint you. I always say they're the blessing of the business and they're the most challenging of the business, but we can't get away from it. We are in the people business. And so how can we fall in love with our journey? So that was like a way bigger introduction than I was expecting, but I just got off of my live with Sonia and Michelle. So I kind of had it on my heart to just share that with you all, and then I'll circle back, but I'll just tell my story real brief. For those of you, most of you probably have heard it if you've been in Plexus for a while, but for those of you who haven't, I was in another network marketing company for 16 years prior to Plexus, and I had been out of network marketing 3 years before I even learned about Plexus, before I ever heard the word Plexus for the very first time. And when I left network marketing, it was a party-driven business. It was Mary Kay, and I learned so much. I had 2 pink Cadillacs. I was successful on paper, but it just never really, it never turned into the career that I was hoping for. It was a very cumbersome business in that we had to have inventory and we held parties. I was gone a lot of weeknights. This is way before social media. And I didn't know that a network marketing opportunity could exist, that you could work off your phone in the nooks and crannies of your life. And I'm not saying that's all it takes. There's a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that go into becoming a jewel in this company. And that we need to really own, right? I mean, I appreciate any jewel that will say, I worked really, really hard to get here, instead of, oh, I just shared and everything just fell into place. And that is, if that happened, then their time is coming where you can go down as fast as you go up, and you got to learn at some point all the leadership skills and get a solid foundation to your business. You can't escape that in our business, which I love, because to be a good sound leader, we have to be able to take the hits and have the emotional maturity and the wherewithal to get back up, brush and dust ourselves off, and learn and grow and keep going. So I learned all that in my previous business. I went to 4, nothing's mandatory, right? It's network marketing. You don't have to do anything, but I took my business seriously. So I went to 4 convention type events a year that Mary Kay provided. And I only missed 1 in 16 years. And that was, I had a newborn, my firstborn, and he was 2 weeks old. And I just didn't really feel like taking him to a convention that 10,000 women were at, because I was a brand new mom and he was too little. So I say that to say, I always took my business real seriously. Like I treated it like a business. And so I understood when I said yes to Plexus coming in, what it would take to go to the top. Now, I have to kind of preface it with, when I left that business, I was taking care of my aging parents. My dad had just passed away. My mom was living with me. We were building a little house for her on our property at the time. They both had Alzheimer's. So it was an 11-year from the time my dad couldn't balance his checkbook anymore, left the car running in the garage until my mom passed away. It was 11 years of my life that was spent with parents that were sick. And so my heart goes out to anybody who deals with anyone, a loved one with Alzheimer's, because it is a very cruel disease. But what happened was those 3 years before Plexus, I needed to keep working, and I'd left Mary Kay, and I just really thought I would never do network marketing again. So I had a lot of part-time jobs while I was caring for my mom and making all the decisions and everything. And one of them was I was a Weight Watcher leader. And I had always struggled with my weight all my life. I have 2 skinny sisters. It's like not fun to have one. Anyone have 2? I don't like them very much. So I really connected with my members. And that window of time when I was a Weight Watcher leader for 3 years, it's incredible to me how hard women are on themselves. And I know personally, because I was, but just that they identify their whole self-worth to a number on a scale. And I heard every cuss word, tear, you name it. I had a Saturday morning meeting. So a lot of people would go out Friday night, have their dinner wine. They're taking off their rings, pretty much stripping down, like, whoa, 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 keep the underwear on. But it was like, it was just that number made, it just gave me this real eye-opening experience to how hard that is for women, especially. And I just really I connected with them, and I wanted to do something with helping people get healthy, not focusing so much on weight, but health. And Weight Watchers, as great as the program is, they didn't have supplements. They didn't, if you're familiar with the program, they didn't have anything. You could eat whatever you wanted as long as you had the points. And so I didn't know a lot about supplements other than I knew there was a trifecta involved to overall good health, and that is diet, exercise, and supplementation. So when Plexus came across my screen, Sheila Medina and we weren't even Facebook friends. So this is where it's such a divine thing. God is so good. The whole Mary Kay experience with Weight Watchers all led me to the point of learning about Plexus and suddenly having a complete change of heart about network marketing, because I wanted just truly to help people. I feel like there is such a need. Most people, if they go to bed at night and they are stressed, it's over health concerns and financial concerns. If they're grinding their teeth, if they're gaining weight or their bodies are out of whack, it's financial, it's stress, it's not having the time to live the life that we really want because we're working too many hours, or all the things, right? So there was just this complete aha moment. I always just say it wasn't a nudge from God. I mean, God just gave me the biggest swift kick in the behind. I'll never forget the day I just read Sheila Medina's post, looked up Plexus. Now, by the way, the landing page, this is over 10 years ago, said Plexus Slim. Now, Sheila's telling me I earned 6 figures my first year. I've, this and that, just earned a Lexus, all that. So I'm thinking, wow, this company must be pretty incredible. The landing page, God bless Plexus. It says, Plexus Slim, the safest safest way to lose, LOOSE weight. Now, who's a grammar Nazi? I was like, huh? Sheila's making 6 figures with company, can't even spell lose. But, I digress. We've had our fun little back office challenges and all the fun things, but we just love our company. We come a long way. And so, after hearing Sheila's story and how Ronnie Cuevas got off his insulin shots and all the things, I just knew that I knew that I knew that I knew. And if any of you have a similar experience where you tried the product and you felt so great, or you heard some stories and you had this conviction that you should try it and share it, that is God speaking. And so just know that, if you're not where you want to be, or maybe your health still isn't where you want to be, don't ever blame anyone else. We can all take a different amount of products, change the time when we take the products. We can all learn new skills and do anything we decide and choose to be. But I believe that Plexus, if it's in your life and you all are investing time tonight, you're on this Zoom, is that it is a gift. It is a blessing. And we are blessed to be messengers of these life-changing products and this life-changing career opportunity. I mean, I don't think we talk about the business enough because it's happened so organically for so many of us. And I was one of the unusual ones that joined for the business. I was looking for a plan B because I knew when my mom was no longer with me, I had to work full time again. My boys, I did not want them to go to college and have emerge with, debt. I have a son who is very musically talented, had no idea what kind of scholarship he could get. I knew he was going to go out of state for college. I had big financial goals. And when you're caregiving for your mom and you're working little part-time jobs, and, there's just not a lot left for savings and all that. So I say all that to say, you are here for a reason, and just, bloom where you are planted, because this opportunity, what I have seen over 10 years, it never, ever gets old. If you ever get tired of sharing Plexus, then you need to revisit your messages and your customers' texts that said, Plexus changed my life. Plexus saved my life. When you sponsored somebody and they go fast start and that bonus paid an electrical bill, or it, gave them a night out for pizza with their family, that weekly check, we have to believe that we have something precious and we should be on fire every single day to be associated with this company. I mean, we all love Tarl and Alec, and now Jean, that the leadership at the top of this company is so special. I'm not going to say I know everything about every network marketing company, but I know enough to know, and I have served on the advisory board for 4 years. I visited corporate multiple times. This is a very, very, very special company, and we should never take it lightly what we have in our hands. And so it's the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is all right here in the 6 inches between your ears. And it's a decision that you need to make within yourself, whatever that is, to grow more in your public speaking, to grow more in your influence, to grow more with your confidence, just your ability to really connect with people and have that servant heart where you just gotta, realize truly, this is not about our paycheck or whatever we are excited about. This is truly about other people. And Zig Ziglar always said, when you help enough other people get what they want, then you will get what you want. So maybe it's a tweaking in how we think about our business every day and how we approach people. And are we selling, or are we just sharing with the intention of meeting a need of that person? What were they praying for this morning when they got up and they could barely, get out of bed without aches and pains? Or maybe it's a weight issue, or maybe they have this ongoing headache or energy level. I mean, y'all, everybody's our target market. Everybody. We figured that out by now. And I'm so happy that gut health is finally becoming like a household name, and we don't have to really educate so much. I mean, there's probiotic commercials, all the things, right? So we are just really poised. I just truly believe that we are in just truly the right place at the right time. There is no ground floor. There's no, I should have got in when Helen and Amber got in. None of that. I went diamond on my second position last July. I re-entered 9 years ago. So that diamond was 9 years in the making. That was something I had to really work at. I had to get new people. I had to broaden my influence and my sphere and work with new people. That the team that typically gets you in the first, few ranks isn't what's going to carry you. So even my original diamond team, this is so crazy. I came across a picture 10 years ago. Sonia, Sheila, and I, we were in Missouri. We were with 4 up and coming jewels under Sonia's leg. And none of those 4 are in this company anymore. And they got us to Emerald. So you always have to be willing to continue working. There is no, I should have gotten in. See, every time you think a victim mindset like that, that's not a growth mindset. That's a stagnant mindset. That's a blaming mindset, or that's a like poor me mindset. I know I'm giving out tough love. I love y'all. I just want it for you. And as bad as Amber wants it for you, because we know what it's like to have the time freedom and the, free of financial stress. And that's what this really ultimately is. when you work it to the degree of servanthood and learning and mindset every single day. I very rarely train or talk about scripting and how to do IPAs, because I feel like this business should be, once we grasp what this really is, it should be organic when we come from a place of wanting just to share. Because I see too many people at the top that are introverts, no college education, too much college, too many PhDs. I mean, there's a million different people at the top. So what's the common denominator? They all helped enough people get what they want, and they started to duplicate that. It's this constant keeping it simple to duplicate, not overcomplicating it, not thinking you need to know every ingredient and every type of script and everything. I mean, all that's important to a degree, but none of it is going to ever matter or be effective unless you put yourself in the picture of success. You have the vision, you meet with your shareholders, your family, your team, your upline, your best friend, your spouse, your partner, everybody, and you share with them, where am I going in Plexus? This is what I want. You declare it. Does that scare you? Good, it should, because what does that mean then? Oh my gosh, what if I don't make it? I've just put it out there. Well, so what? How many of us know people who are living boldly every day with a goal in mind? How many people do we know that are unabashedly talking about their goals and dreams and helping other people get theirs? Only people I know are in Plexus or a network marketing company. So it doesn't take a whole lot now in this crazy day and age to stand out and be that bold person with passion. And don't ever worry about being misunderstood. People that know you know you. And I'll leave you with one more really cool funny thing. Not so funny. There is not one family member of mine that takes our product. Not one. I love my family. Do a lot of them need Plexus? Of course they do. Have they used it before? Sure. But not one of them that's on my team supporting me. And I'm not saying that at all don't feel sorry for me. It didn't hurt my success, because I realized that kind of stuff I can't control. I can only control what I want to control. And that's my mindset of who woke up today. Lord, put me in the path of people who woke up today praying for their better health and a better opportunity. Meet me halfway, Lord. I'll do the work. I will smile at people, give samples, message people, connect with people, post, do coffees, Zooms, support my team. I'll do it all. Just send me the people that need this, that want this. And will some of my family someday? Maybe. It doesn't matter. I'm not invested in, you can't invest yourself in the outcome of people. And it's usually the people that need it the most, right? That aren't taking it. Darn it. I mean, did you hear my speech on leadership? I mean, my second person, my third person, my fourth person laughed at me, didn't take, all became ruby, silver, a jewel. They come around. I just don't know when, but all we can control is all we can control. And if you're a walking, talking billboard, happy, hope, health, happiness, sharing this mission, and you've drawn your line so deep in the sand, blinders on, associate with the right people, positive people that you can share your goals and dreams with. And if they laugh at you, become the person that says, laugh all you want. Don't ever believe somebody that doesn't have your same ambition or doesn't know what you know. They don't know what they don't know. They think they're trying to protect you, or maybe they are jealous. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But surround yourself with people who will support you and love you. That is a really key thing. My circle, the older I get, I'm 55, my circle's tiny of who I allow in. I protect my peace every day, because there's only time for joy, happiness, and all that. Doesn't mean they all support me in Plexus, just means that they're not, raining on my parade every day. So, okay, I just did a big brain dump for y'all, and I don't know how much more time I have, but if you guys want to ask me any questions, I have not looked at these comments, so I appreciate y'all.
Helen, that was so good. Yes, I do want to open this up for questions. My toes hurt. You stepped on my toes. But it was so good. It was exactly what I know I needed. And looking at the chat, it was exactly what a lot of people needed to hear. If you've got more for us, take it away. But if anybody's got questions, for Helen. And yes, I meant to mention, I want to make sure that you mention again your Monday night deal that y'all are doing, because I think it's really cool and so people can get tuned into that.
Yeah, so just follow us or friend us. It's Michelle Thomas, Sonia Dudley, Helen McFadden. Every Monday we go live on our Facebook walls, like we tag each other, so it's all on the wall. And you should come on and speak sometime. We open it up to so one night a month. It's just the three of us, which would happen to be tonight. And then the other Mondays, it's at 7 p.m. Central, and we talk for a half hour, or our guest talks. We have a guest that we've had, emeralds. I think we've had a diamond, and we just we can share them. We do some health testimonies tonight. We talked about our stories, and it's really just to instill hope and belief and product. It's going to be different every Monday, but we have a lot of fun together. We're all pretty different. Sonia and I were besties before Plexus, but then Michelle met Sonia, so we just have a really good dynamic. We've toured before and done events together. So they got this crazy idea to commit to every Monday at 7. I'm like, I'm in. So that's what we do.
Okay. I don't know. You saw Ashley's comment. She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
I'm
telling you, collagen, joyome, all the things.
All the things.
Gut health. It's crazy.
All the plexus.
Yeah. And some hair extensions,
So after being in Mary Kay for as long as you were, what was it about Plexus specifically that made you say, yes, that is the one that I want? That's where I want to go.
It's so crazy, Amber. When I say it was God, I promise you, because we were laughing at network marketing. Sonia and I had a talk a month before we joined Plexus. She joined 5 minutes after me. I pretty much forced her, just tell your best friend you're doing this.
That's what Jana did with me too. She said, I signed up for Plexus and you're signing up too. And I said, okay, whatever.
Yeah. You need a best friend like that, or a sister.
Yeah.
So Sonia had done a couple network marketing companies since Mary Kay. That's how we met in Mary Kay. And one of them was World Ventures, or like the travel. I don't even know if it's still around, but she was selling Clayton homes, and she would have this guy that used to be her upline come in and pretend to look at a home, and she'd show him these homes, and he'd be like, you really need to get back into World Ventures, and you need to join my team, and you'd be so great. And we were like, gosh, the bait and switch, those network marketers, we were haters, it was bad. I mean, we just were done with the whole industry. And it's not that we had a bad experience in Mary Kay. We just never made the money. We incurred a lot of debt because we had to buy supplies, and they always had product packaging changes. And there was a lot of expenses. We had to buy suits, a training center. So I think that my biggest year in Mary Kay, I made $80-something thousand, and I had over $40,000 in expenses. So that just shows, and I was in a pink Cadillac. So you'd think I was making a 6-figure. I never even made close. So that was kind of the story, both of our stories. So we just never believed that opportunity was good. And then she tried a few more, and the people that we were experiencing, this is such a good lesson of why it's so important to just love people well and serve people and not try to get people to do things. Whoever wants to walk into a store and have somebody follow you around, it's no different if we're, constantly messaging people and bugging people. And so, people need to, and I'm telling you, I learned this from Weight Watchers. We would get people that I thought would be in and on the program, and 3 weeks later, they disappear, and they really needed help with their health. Health is a really personal thing. So you have to have a lot of credibility and trust with people for them to open up and share what they, need help with, and then that expect you to guide them well. Sometimes that takes time. And we can only control that by being examples of our product and our lifestyle and things like that. So anyways, I say all that to say, when I learned all this in Weight Watchers and just all my experience, I just felt like Plexus was the answer to my prayer, but I prayed with caveats. It was like, Lord, help me with the plan B, but don't send me back to college. No network marketing. I don't want to sell anything. I know I'm not the only one who prays like that, but I felt like God, my whole life motto is we plan, God laughs, and never say never, right? Because he always has the last word. And I just knew, I just felt it when I talked to Sheila. I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I told Sonia, I said, we're going to go to the top. We're going to lock arms. We're going to learn this together. And we're going to, go to Maui and get the Lex. And she was like, you're crazy. But she was like, I never talked like that. And she was my best friend and she knew me. So she was like, something's weird here. Okay. And then we bought our welcome packs, $199 welcome packs. That was practically free after where we came from, where people were getting thousands of dollars worth of inventory. And we hadn't even tried the pink drink yet. Sheila sent us each out 3-day sample packs. We hadn't even got them yet. We bought our welcome packs. And then they came in, and then Sonia started feeling better right away with her fibromyalgia. I wasn't needing that 4 o'clock nap or snack or whatever. And after a week or two, we were like, I remember calling Sheila. She was on the trip in Hawaii. And I was like, what is happening? Because I would get PMS to the point, like if my husband was on a trip, he's a flight attendant, I was taking care of my mom with Alzheimer's. My older son's on the spectrum. My younger son, I was like a single mom. On day 4, my husband being gone, if I was on my period, I would want to kill somebody. And week 2 of Plexus, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to kill anybody. This is awesome. And so I remember telling Sheila, like, I have this like mellow energy. It was like energy.
Plexus saves lives in so many ways, so many ways
we can't dream up, right? So I just remember calling her. She goes, that's the slim, it's balancing your hormones. It really, I was like, I'm like, I can't not share this. And Sonia's feeling great. She lives in this little teeny town. I mean, you lose half a pound and you share it and everybody wants what you're doing, right? So she lost, I think, 7 pounds her first week. And so it was over. I mean, it was like, this is it. And I can't even describe to you just the sharing. And of course we got rejected, laughed, all the things happen, but we were just like on a mission. And that's why I share so much why mindset matters. I felt so like, I was so grateful that I had such an amazing product to share. I was like, I don't have to try to talk people into this. It has a 60-day money back guarantee. They can just try it. So like my line at that time was kind of like, I'm pioneering a product, love your opinion. This is what it's done for me. It's got a 60-day money back guarantee. And, I think you should try it. That's like what we were telling everybody. But somebody said my passion is contagious or my energy. And I appreciate that because I feel like you don't have to be this total extrovert, but energy is energy. And we all have like an energy signature. Like if you've ever been around somebody and you leave their presence, you either feel up or you feel down. And so I'm a big proponent of, like, I call it a checkup from the neck up. And, every night, when you go to bed, reflect on what I do good today, what could change, what was successful, like just self-reflection. When you're an entrepreneur, it's real important to like be reflecting about your business often and go with what's working and stuff. But a big one is, are we still passionate? And how are we coming across to people? I don't want to be pushy. I want to be passionate. I want to have an energy where people feel like, like what's the whole Meg Ryan thing? I'll have what she's having. There's something to that, right? Because most people, that's what I'm saying, you don't have to be that crazy different now to stand out. Look at people, smile, be sincere. Our world has changed so much. Everyone's looking at their phone. I mean, you just give somebody some time, attention, love, sincere, appreciation or gratitude or whatever compliment. You have like a new friend that's going, who are you? I want to be in your space. So that's it.
That's so good. So Vanessa had a question over here in the chat. How do you keep your funnel full? Do you make friends on social media, or how do you find people that haven't tried Plexus?
Well, there's also an old school way. You carry samples with you and you talk to people when you're out and about. I mean, the world is full of millions of people. And I think that, and I say this with all the love in my heart, and I talked to Victor Antonio actually a lot about this. We hung out when I was at Phoenix a couple weeks ago for Super Saturday. And he was like, oh, I hate social media. Like, and it's so funny because, he's so dramatic and he's just funny like that. But hate in a sense that it's a wonderful tool and it's a way to introduce. It's obviously a way to layer and all that. But we always go back to the most effective way is connecting the human one-on-one connection, people, like events, just looking at somebody smiling. And so I would just go old school on y'all. And I would just challenge you guys in the next week, put 7 slims or 7 actives in your Lululemon pouch you're going to earn. You haven't earned it yet, so you got to put it in a purse. Guys, put it, whatever, not a purse. 7 actives, 7 height, whatever you're passionate about. Active's easy. And hand one out and make a new friend and once a day for the next 7 days. And fall in love with just talking to people. There's people everywhere. Where do I find them now? Well, I have a boyfriend who's got a family that's the size of half of Texas. So I have a lot of new people through him. So go get a new boyfriend or something. I'm totally kidding. You guys know that. I have a crazy sense of humor and I'm a little giddy after an hour of talking about plexus, which is my favorite topic. So I would say the good old fashioned social media, of course, groups, friends of friends, ask for referrals. I mean, it's really endless how you can find people. But the most important thing behind all of it is sincerity and passion behind all of it. And maybe not even talking about plexus right away. Make some friends and then layer it. That's really important to people because people, there's a lot of people selling stuff. So you don't ever want to just be another one of those. How are you going to stand out? How are you branding yourself? What makes you you? I'm kind of goofy. Working out at Orange Theory, I have samples in my bag, and of course we're all working out. So I'll stripe a conversation from time to time with new people there. Everywhere, just everywhere. Does that help, Vanessa?
Yes, I love that. You took it old school, and we've got the queen of samples on our team, Lynn Scarborough. I see her stuffing samples while you're talking about this. But you're so right, especially the last few years, the world has changed so much. And like you said, when you just give someone a little bit of your time, it means the world to them. And so what if a little bit of that time also included handing a sample, I love that, Helen.
Vanessa, you met Joseph, and he told my boyfriend's crazy. His humor was awesome. He told me he wasn't your husband, and he rented him. Yeah, he's a good one to rent.
He was amazing. He was so awesome because I said, I know I should know her name. I recognize her, but you were sitting there by the car, and I said, what is your wife's name? And he's like, oh, no, that's not my wife.
That's
He rents
hilarious.
me for special occasions.
Yeah, he's a good one to rent. I know he's hilarious.
He was awesome.
Yes, Melissa, don't go tell your husbands tonight that the double diamond told us all we have to go get a boyfriend. Okay, don't go freak your husbands out. There's no need for that alarm. But I love that. That's really funny, Vanessa.
I love it. And Sue.
Hey, Helen, I'm thankful that being old school, that's going to get me to be just like you. I'm thankful y'all call it old school because that's what I am. Paper. I give people paper, and
there's so many times I see different things happen in our world, and I think that used to work better the old way, how we used to do different things. And sometimes, the old ways sometimes I think they get discarded a little too quickly, but
yeah, it's just easy. Social media is easy. I get it. But
it is. Yeah.
It's a tool. It's not the way. And the more you can voice people and meet with people, and Alec and I have had this conversation several times. He calls it, he says it'll always be an eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly business, period. Because think about, we're all on a Zoom right now. Everybody's around the country. We're all in little squares. Imagine if we were all in my living room right now together, and we were sharing our stories and our hopes and our dreams, or we had guests with us and we were sharing testimonies. I'm not saying this doesn't work. I'm just saying that the better way, the more effective way, the way that again, it's health. It's finances, it's things that matter, that tug at our heartstrings, that a connection where we get hope. That's why why it's so important to go to convention, to get vision and be with your plexus family. if we went virtual the rest of our future in Plexus with everything, we would lose our culture. There's only so much you can do through technology. And so just remember that when you're building a 6-figure, multi-million-dollar business of sales and duplicating teams and leaders and all the things, the more you can travel to it, meet with people, cry with people, do it in person. I promise you, I spent the first 6-7 years of my business traveling, and I was in a position where I could. I understand not everybody can do that, but when the opportunity arises, take it, do it. It'll further you along in building a solid foundation to your relationships, which is your business, is relationships.
So good. Yes, I have said it many, many times. This is
Why is David
relationship
asking if he's
marketing.
on the right call? Because it's all women.
Well, because we're talking about getting yourself a new boyfriend, and he's like, oh, yeah, I think that's why.
Is David married? Got a girlfriend? I don't know.
Yeah, he's married.
It's a bad
Mickey's
joke.
one brave man. Oh, that's funny. Helen, thank you so very much. Does anybody have one more question for Helen? Do we have one out there? Anybody?
I'm happily married.
I'm happily married, yes. It's like, leave me alone, you crazy women.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't ever listen to that blonde lady with the glasses.
Absolutely. Guys, I am here to tell you exactly what Helen said. Go to convention, go to all the things. And Helen is one of those. Now, don't swarm her when you see her, but when you see her at convention, make sure to say hi to her. She's the sweetest thing ever, live and in person, as you can imagine. So
Gotcha, sis.
and Vanessa, I'm sure will be looking out for Joseph to have more laughs with him.
Yes.
But
Yeah, Vanessa, come find me and Joseph and Janelle. Oh, thanks, you guys. I mean, so much. It's so sweet. I love our Plexus family. Do we not have something so special?
we have the absolute best. I love that it was the products and the culture that brought you into Plexus, especially after being in network marketing for as long as you were. The fact that we were a product-driven company and that there was something so very different about our culture and about our leadership speaks volumes. So I love that. Helen, I would love to just say a quick prayer over you real quick and just thank you for being on. To Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this night. Thank you for Helen. Thank you for this call. Lord, I pray that you will just bless her, continue to bless her family, her boys, continue to bless her business. Lord, we just thank you for her. Lord, I pray all these things in your precious holy name. Amen. Okay, guys, don't go anywhere. We're still going to do our drawing. Helen, thank you so very much. I didn't want to make you have to stay on if you didn't want to, but we're still going to do our drawing. I've got everybody's names in a cup. So if at the beginning of Helen's speech, if it looked like I was doing something else, I was writing all your names down. But then I was focused in. Oh, it was so good. I can't wait to watch the recording again. But so first of all, we have got some ridiculous point earners this week, you guys. I was looking at these trackers. I want to encourage you guys with something. Some of these numbers I'm about to read off, excuse me, your jaws are gonna drop. It's gonna blow your minds, some of you. Here's what I want to encourage you with. Let you be amazed at it, that they did all of these things, and it is truly incredible. And I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. But always remember, you are in competition with yourself. Okay, so you are looking at that tracker, looking at, okay, what did I do the week before? Okay, and what did I do the week before that, and the week before that, and what did I do last month? And am I increasing in these areas that feel kind of uncomfortable? Am I doing more? Yes, Sunday's already asked. Let me guess, Karen rocked it. Yes, Karen did. Amber Kidd did as well. I want to read a few numbers here. I feel like I'm like the newsman. Let me these numbers just in. So Tanya Wyatt had 1,175 points this month. There was another one. Terry Tester had 910. And then we've got Amber Kidd with 4,705 points this week. Holy smokes. I think I said month a minute ago. and then Karen Holter. And I want to talk about Karen's here for just a minute. 5,075 points. You guys, I saw that number and I literally, my mind, I'm not lying, Karen. I was like, I went to look at your tracker. It cracked me up. But y'all, she has 990 points from messaging a potential VIP with whom you already have a relationship and are already talking about Plexus. In other words, not just a cold message. 990 of her points came from that. She had she earned 2 pair of boots. She has 600 points from VIP customers. So she signed up 3 and a new level 1 brand ambassador. So she's been working. These aren't points. Yes, there are points coming from Zooms and things like that. Then she's got 1,710 points from reach out to a level 1 and offer customer service. You guys, if y'all think that is not business building because they're already on your team, I promise you it is. Customer service is a thing of the past. Anywhere else you call, you're waiting on hold, you're getting transferred. I'm dealing with this right now. I was removing my dad's office, dealing with getting all the Wi-Fi and all the phone and all the internet and everything transferred over. I'm dealing with this big company and there's no customer service. We show our people a little bit of thank you. We're talking about the VIPs. You never see them on a team call. They've never done a business building anything. They're just buying product from you. Every once in a while, show them some gratitude. Reach out to them and see if you can help them with anything. Reach out and make sure that they don't need any help with their products, that they don't need to know about some more products that they don't currently have. That can go a really long way at 1, keeping a VIP around, and at 2, possibly that VIP seeing what Helen saw and going, there's something different about Plexus. There's something different about these products, and there's something different about this customer service that I'm getting. Maybe I want to see what this is all about. So I want to encourage you guys to do this. So yes, Karen, you knocked it out of the park. Send Stephanie. Where did you go, Karen? There you go. People are moving all around. Since Stephanie sending the prizes this week, we kind of switch it up every now and again. So we rotate. So send Stephanie your address for the Plexus thermos, which is like the cutest thing ever. I'm kind of jealous. It really is cute. I hadn't even seen it till she posted it. And the other one is going to be from a random drawing from my Camp Wow coffee mug here, where we used to have our Youth Alive camp. And the winner, drum roll, please. Drum roll. And this, Terry Paxton. Look at that, girl. Hey. Drum roll. Yes. So send, Terry, send Joey. No one's barking or no one's knocking at the door. No one's barking at the door either, but send Stephanie your address and everything also and tell her you were the lucky winner. You guys, you can win prizes just for being on the call. So Terry Paxton, when you get that prize, you're going to post about it. You're going to talk about how you got the prize just for being on the call. We're going to get more people on our calls. That is my mission right now. That is my mission for these calls. I love you guys. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you so much for the wonderful call. Lord, we pray that as we maybe watch it back again, or we just go over our notes, Lord, that you will just show us exactly how you want us to implement this in our business. Lord, help us with our passion. Help us continue to just talk to people and not always rely on a phone or on a computer. Lord, we thank you for Plexus and the gift that it is. I thank you for this amazing, wonderful team who I love so very much. Thank you for Sunday. Thank you for Jana. And thank you for Stephanie as they're with their families tonight. But Lord, thank you so much for them and for us linking arms together with this incredible, incredible team. We love you, Lord, in your name. Amen. Sunday's on the call, but Jana is actually not feeling terrific. I think she just kind of got the sniffles, and tomorrow's Steve's birthday. So maybe she just lied to me so she could not be on the call. I don't know. I'm just saying. I can only say that because she's my sister. And then Stephanie had an engagement with her oldest daughter tonight. So yes, Tomorrow is John Paxton. Are we gonna have an after